Alright, what's up everyone? YouTube voice engaged. I'm live here on stream playing some Tekken, and someone had a pretty interesting idea for a video. Could you please show us why you feel Jin is the best character in the game? I have always felt, after Season 2 was introduced, I felt still that Devil Jin was the best character, but that Jin was so buffed that he was number 2. But I've actually changed my mind. I feel that this is actually the nicest ass in the game, I gotta say. Damn, that's good looking. But the best character in the game as well. He has no weaknesses. It's not like Devil Jin has weaknesses, but if you look at, for example, the 50-50, Devil Jin does that slightly better, although, yeah, the damage is not to be underestimated here with Jin. But for example, his mid option, you know, like Kazuya's forward 3, Jin has a forward 3, but it's got bad range compared to Kazuya's. And this is the only thing you can say about Jin where you go like, that's kind of a weakness. But that's up to you to space it well. So Jin is kind of perfect. But the only thing you can say is holding him back just a little teeny tiny bit is that on some key moves there are range issues, like forward 3, which is the safe mid option, you know, to 50-50 someone. The 2-4, I mean, it's still a 10 frame punish that wall splats and does a chunk of damage. And then 1+2, you know, 12 frame punish. The range is kind of clunky, and you know, some other moves have clunky range. But then again, yeah, standing 4, but this, it's like you're so hard pressed to find something this character does badly. But let's just take it from scratch. Jin has been buffed ever since Tekken 5, where he was crap. And with every game, he's become better. And then we got Tekken 7, and suddenly he was doing crazy combos, getting huge damage. That didn't happen before. You know what I'm talking about. Suddenly he's doing stuff like this, you know, for big damage, and oh, now you can actually bound during his hell sweep, you know, and he got a big damage buff on pretty much everything. I do want to demonstrate the damage. Wow, stand and approach, please. I can't do a staple with Jin. And one of the best wall combos in the game in Savage Sword there, which will connect from pretty much anywhere, and the damage is incredible. And then you look at his tools. Well, in Season 1, he was already really good. But did he have problems? Like, okay, both of our key lows are -13. And then for Season 2, what did they do? They buffed down 4, so it's -12 now instead of -13. So now if you're going up against a Kazuya, for example, and don't want to risk too much, you can do down 4. And then they fixed his standing 4, which was already a fantastic move. Fantastic. It's got some range, it's homing, it's very fast, it crumple stuns on counter hit. But the combo was hard, and Bandai Namco said, it shouldn't be hard. And then suddenly we got this in Season 2. Super easy. Super easy. So now that move reliably launches on counter hit for massive damage, you suddenly find yourself with a deadly combination here. You have forward 4, which is completely safe. Safe on block. It's even safer if you cancel it. If you cancel out of it, it's like -7, I think. But this is steppable. So of course you combine it with this move. These two moves alone are incredible. And then he has an electric 14 frame. Awesome. You know what? Let's just do a rundown of everything you need as a character. So we already have a damage. Do we have the launchers? Yeah, we have a 14 frame hook fist. We have a bazillion counter hit launchers. We have 443, which is a safe mid launcher. If you want to risk it, but you want huge range, oh, Jesus, you have CD1. I would refrain from using this though, as you have safer options. So you have a launchers, you have a poking. His poking is some of the best in the game. The pressure, the strings he has, the mix-up potential. Devil Jin can't do this. You know, you can't stance cancel from many different strings to try and confuse your opponent. That's a huge plus with the character. His offense is just extremely strong. And where, for example, Kazuya has a great counter tool in down for 2, don't underestimate Jin's back 3. It's like, this character has so many great moves that you can't mention them all. I mean, as I said, these two alone, combined with the electric, it's incredible. And then you have the 50-50-50, 443 is safe, you have a Hell Sweep that does the most damage in the game, it's a little bit slower, you have a crazy pressure. Okay, how is his punishment? Arguably best 10 frame in the game, 12 frame is a little lackluster, but at 14 frames you can electric launch if you have the execution, but that's very, very hard. But Can is a great 15 frame punish. It's really good, it's got great range. 14 frame while standing launcher, anyone? 14 frame. Oh, how are his throws? Perfect throw game. He's got a throw for every break. Perfect. And he has even the frame lockdown moves. This is +3 to build momentum. Forward 4 on block. Is what +4? He has a parry that has pretty much unlimited potential. You always get 2-4, but if you parry a slower recovery move, you get Can. Which is incredibly good. So it's like Devil Jin has a fantastic 50-50, he has a better electric, he has some pressure, he has a panic move in up 4, but Jin, he has a very strong 50-50, his punishment is great, his pressure, and as I told you with the stances, it's like Devil Jin can't pressure that well in my opinion. And the forward 4, best keep out tool in the game. And up for 2, when we're talking about panic moves by the way, back 1 into 1+2, up for 2, it's just insanely good move. I can keep going all day. This is why Jin is just the best. It's like never ending. Oh, and down 1, one of the best wall bounces in the game. It's perfectly safe. That move is -7 on block. Perfectly safe. Yeah, just fantastic normal launchers, fantastic counter hit launchers, and back 3 is one of my favorites. Excellent punishment, perfect throw game, pressure, stances, panic moves, damage is incredible. Have I missed anything? Is there... Oh wait! His homing moves from Wave Dash while standing free. Oh, you thought he had bad homing moves? On a natural hit, this is +8. on a counter hit, this super fast mid homing move, it launches. Oh, poor Jin. It only launches on counter hit. Oh yeah, and he has a hop kick. He has a hop kick. And a down for 2, perfectly safe. Launches on counter hit. I mean, honestly, oh right, back to 1. One of the best round enders in the game. I mean, back 2. Look at his range. It's just ridiculous. And of course, down back 4 is a counter hit launcher, but you guys know that, I'm sure. Oh, and forward 4-2, one of the absolute best mid knockdown moves in the game. Like, standing 4, forward 4, those two are amazing. Now, the pressure you can create with electric and forward 4-2, these two also in conjunction are very, very strong. This is why I feel Devil Jin is... No, Jin is now stronger than Devil Jin. It's like in Season 1, he was already like so good you couldn't believe it. And then suddenly they buffed down 4, so it's -12, and suddenly it's much easier for Jin in matchups that could be problematic before. Ni would usually pick Kazuya versus Jin because down 4 and down back 4 you could twin piston. But now the Jin can just resort to using down 4. And if he wants to take a risk and build momentum, use down back 4. And then in my opinion, the buff to standing 4, this is just too good. This should be removed. It should go back to the way it was, where it was hard to do a combo. He's just too perfect. This character can do anything extremely well. But yeah, it's this character where you can talk about him for so long because there's just too many good moves. It never ends. You can literally go down his move list here and just go, oh, 1, 2, 3. That's a great mix up with 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. Is that +1 on block? That one you won't use. Can be a good finisher sometimes. One of the best strings in the game. 2, 1, 4. One of the best 10 frame punishers in the game, if not the best one. Gigas is better. Oh, I forgot about this. 3, 1, 4. Oh, you remember this buff he got in Season 2? 3, 1 into Zen? This is now a legit 50-50 mix-up. 3, 1, 4 or 3, 1, 1, 2 from Zen. The cancel is so fast that this is a legit 50-50 now. I can go on all day. You can just go down the move list. Yeah, it's just... I guess that covers it. But it's... I guess it is kind of hard to describe because you have to take note of so many things. But I think he's too good. He's just too good. And who plays Devil Jin in tournaments? Kudans, always. And when you see Ni use him. But how many people do you see use Jin? I mean, can we count them? We even have an American, Run It Black. We have Book from Thailand. We have Shikurin from Japan. We have also Shudi from Japan. We have Cherryberry Mango from Korea. Ni from Korea also uses gin. Sora uses gin. I mean, it's like, why do all of those use gin? Because he's super, super fucking good. It's that simple.